So, welcome to my update. Okay, so I'm supposed to be 5 weeks pregnant today. However, there's a bit of a discrepancy between me and the hospital as to how far I am. Okay, I will get into that shortly. Right, but first of all, last time I spoke, I said that I didn't feel pregnant anymore. Well, I feel 100% pregnant again. Actually, I don't feel that far from death. No, okay, I'm exaggerating, like completely exaggerating, but I feel dreadful again. Everything I try to eat makes me feel sick. I can't eat anything. I can't eat yogurt. I can't eat sweets. I can't eat chocolate. I can't eat crisps. I can't eat. I'm not supposed to be eating them things anyway, but the fact that I can't eat them is different to me choosing not to eat them. Do you understand? I don't like being told what I can and can't do, whereas my body right now is telling me that no, you cannot. It will not stomach the smell of anything. Like for breakfast, I had to eat crackers. Crackers, for Christ's sake, crackers. Where's the nutrition in that? But it's all I could stomach. It's all I could stomach. But yeah, I mean, at one point, me and the food was like we were talking to each other because the food wanted me and I wanted the food, but as soon as it got to my nose, mm-mm, I just wanted to vomit. They said nah. So that's it. No sugar for me. No rich foods. Not for now, anyway. And as I've said before, I've never experienced this level of feeling like crap in any pregnancy that I have had in the past. Mm. The only thing that makes me feel good right now is exercise. So if I lay down in bed and feel sorry for myself, I feel worse and worse. I feel worse and worse each time. Get me making up words. But yeah, exercise. When I exercise and I feel the blood pumping through my body, and I know that it's oxygenated blood, and now my baby's getting, the oxygenated blood, and it's helping to pass on the nutrients to my baby, etc. That makes me feel good as well. So it just really wake me up, and honestly, just like it just releases the feel good hormone, which is what I need because I feel like shit. So I try to drink all my fluids before 7 o'clock. And the reason for that is because when I have a drink after 7, I'm like a little kid that can't hold the bladder, and every minute I'm having to get up to go and piss in the middle of the night. And when I just want to go to sleep, I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. But no, I can't sleep because I know that I need to piss. So my bladder's full. I have to get up, go and urinate, come back, and try and go back to sleep again. Um, what else? My skin. My skin looks good. It's just a shame about these crusty ass lips. For some reason, my lips are crusty, like proper crusty. I'm not even gonna blame the weather. I oil them, but they're just crusty as hell. It's like I can't even give a man a kiss. Like I have to go a French kiss, like because I don't want these lips scraping him up. I don't know what I like to keep picking them, which makes them bleed, and yeah. I'm not sure why I've got crusty lip syndrome at this moment in time, but my skin looks good. Go figure. Um, like to pre-plan and think about things. And I spoke to my accountant about when I stop working, which I don't plan to stop working until I'm literally like in labour or until the baby's dropping out. Um, but um, I did speak to him about it because I've had just don't feel well. Your body is just not does not want to do what you want it to do. For example, when you was a kid and you could do all these things like the splits and backflips and whatever you could do when you was a kid, and you grow older and then in your mind you feel like I can still do these things, and then you try it and your body's like, nope. Go and sit down. Go and sit down. Well, that's how I feel right now. So it's like I know my capabilities. I know what I can do, but I try to do it, and my body's like, no, not today. Go and sit down. And I'm just I'm supposed to be back at work in January, back at the gym, teaching classes, etc. And I'm just really worried that I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to pass out. I'm going to hurt myself. I'll put my baby in some kind of distress. So I spoke to him anyway about, because I'm self-employed, I run my own business, so whatever. So I spoke to him about that, and I should be okay if I do need to stop working. So if you're pregnant or you work for yourself, just speak to your accountant, let him sort you out. What else? Well, I'm using the toilet nice and regular. And this sounds nasty, but having a shit has never felt so good. Never felt so good. Every time I go to the toilet, I feel like I've lost a stone. Okay, too much information, but it's just relieving because you got a lot of pressure in your stomach, and then you know you have a shit and some of it's gone. I feel it feels good. I'm sorry, it does. It feels good. But speaking of shit, my days were getting more and more shittier because I felt like shit. I looked like shit. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't eat shit, and it was just shit. And I'm. When is this part gonna be over? Like, when am I gonna stop feeling sick? When am I gonna stop feeling tired? I just want to get to that part where you're full of energy and it's like, wee, Superman, Superwoman. You want to clean the place and you want to do everything. I'm just still waiting to get to that part, and it's just not coming. So remember I said to you that I was convinced I was having twins because I was getting all these twin symptoms, like I had the early pregnancy test, walking upstairs while getting out of breath, enhanced pregnancy symptoms. So, like I said, I've never had morning sickness. Well, I had it very mildly, and I mean very, very mildly with my last pregnancy. Mildly, nothing like this. I didn't even have the tiredness, but I get the tiredness, I get dizziness, I get bloody stuff. I get overly bloated. Everything just feels different. Everything feels exaggerated. And if I've gone on YouTube and I've watched all kinds of videos. I've watched I've read, stuff and whatever, and it all sounds similar to what I'm saying right now. Is that I'm having twins. Like, no one can't tell me anything different. Well, anyway, I went to go and have a scan yesterday because I really wasn't feeling well. I was feeling so shit, and I phoned the doctor. The doctor said to me, "Can you come in today?" So I went inside today. They examined me and stuff, and they felt around my belly and stuff. And I just wasn't feeling good. So they sent me to the hospital, and they gave me a scan. It was a vaginal scan, so they pushed the. Anyway.
We'll explain what I can see.
Okay.
Have you had some bleeding?
No.
I can see what looks like a very early pregnancy. When I said to you before that it might be a bit inconclusive.
Yeah.
So I can see. I'll show you. It's there. Just so this looks like an early pregnancy. So can you see that circular structure? It weren't as clear before, but it's actually looking clearer. Can you see that little circle?
Yeah.
That's what looks like a yolk sac. That's the first part of early pregnancy.
Right.
So when we see that, we know it's not ectopic.
Okay, well that's the first thing. That's good.
This area here is an area of bleeding.
Right.
So you might get. That's why I asked you if you got some bleeding. So this is your cervix. So this is an area of bleeding. So what we'd do. Oh,
you can see it now.
Right, clear. Yeah. And that's what we'd expect to see at 5 weeks. So it's it's intrauterine. So what we'd do is discharge you to antenatal clinic.
Right.
And that time you go there, obviously to see a baby, but we know it's intrauterine. And it's measuring 5 weeks and 3 days. And what did you say you thought you were about that?
No, I thought 5 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's near enough. We give or take nearly a week in early pregnancy.
Okay.
So it's as near as, so you're not far out.
Okay.
So it's just over 5 weeks.
Further than I thought it was. So that's the yolk sac.
That circle.
We haven't got a baby yet.
We haven't got a baby.
Because of the COVID, they now discharge you from the care, whereas we used to bring you back until we
It's
saw a
getting
baby
3
with a
weeks,
heartbeat.
but we don't now. Because we can't have people coming in that.
Sorry, so that's me again. So you used to, what did you used to
We
do?
used to bring you back until we saw a fetal pole with a heartbeat, so a baby with a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But now, because the guidelines have all changed because of COVID, once we know it's in the right place,
It's not ectopic.
we don't bring you back. We
Right.
let you go to antenatal when the time's right, and by then
There'll be a
it
baby.
should have progressed to a baby with a heartbeat.
Right, okay. Oh, so I won't get my first baby scan then with the heartbeat?
No, you have to
Go-
wait
go-
till you're 12 weeks.
I'll go private.
Yeah, that's the
Go
other option.
private.
But it would be too early yet. If you were going
Right.
to think of that, I'd give it a good couple of
A
weeks.
good 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Could I get a copy of that? Let me see how good you can see this. Can you see that? Okay, so can you see the baby? Neither can I. Right, so this is the sack. Yeah, they claimed they saw an egg in there, but yeah, I said when they asked me if I could see it, I was like, yeah, but I can't see shit. Right, and then this they claim is bleeding. Now, I'm not accepting it. I know they are professionals and all. Well, this is my argument. Looking at other people's baby scans, alright? Looking at other baby scans. Let me find a picture for you. Let me find a picture so you can see properly what I'm talking about. This is my scan right here. Okay? Now we're looking at other ones from offline. Right, so that is a picture of the scan, right? If you look at the other scans on you know, the pictures that I've just put up as well, look at the scans and you'll see that they all look pretty similar, except from one of my, what they said is internal bleeding. Looks a different shape, but it also looks like it's got a yolk sac in it as well. So I'm not sure. So what do you think? Internal bleeding or another baby? I mean, because of how I feel, I'm convinced there's twins inside there. They can't see. It's too early now anyway. Is it possible that you can't see two babies at the moment? So I booked him for another scan anyway, private, on the 13th of the 3rd of January. So by then I'll be like 8 weeks, and then it'll be told then if I'm having twins or a singleton. According to my app, and the first day of my last period, it was 4 weeks and 6 days yesterday. So today would be week 5. Now, my period was on the 10th of November. So just let me remind you, we are now the 15th of December, right? 2020. My period was on the 10th of November. So which would make me, like the app said, 5 weeks pregnant. So that's the first day of my last period, 10th of November. 3 days before my period started, I had a little bit of spotting, which, you know, when you just, and I call it spotting, but it's barely even that. So, you know, you go to the toilet and when you wipe, your discharge is a little bit pink. I never counted that as a period, because I just started it as like a full blood, when the blood flow is like real. Because that's what online said that you're supposed to do. So that's what I did. And even if I counted my period start date as a 7th of November, I still wouldn't be 5 weeks and 4 days pregnant today. I'd be 5 weeks and 3 days. Even if I ovulated 4 days earlier than I had supposed to have ovulated according to the app, how does that, if you're counting my pregnancy date from the first day of my last period, how does that affect the day? If it's the first day of my last period, like the ovulation never happened before the period, it happened after, you know, the one that got licked down with sperm, yeah, one that got fertilized. So I don't understand how they work it out. I really don't. It's like, it's confusing. So when I go on in January, and they're gonna have to explain this to me. They're gonna have to take out a pen and paper. Like, I want it on a whiteboard. I want diagrams. I want everything. I need literature. I need it explained. I need to see it. Like, you need to open up somebody, let me see, because I just don't understand it. But yeah, that's where we are today. So now I don't even know if I'm doing a 5 week update or if I'm doing a 5 week and 4 day update. I don't know if to do my 6 weeks update in a few days, you know, or am I supposed to be doing it in a week? Like, it's just messed up my whole log thing. I know it's only 4 days, but it's significant to me because in 4 days that baby can like double in size, and stuff. So I'm confused. But anyway, I'll show you when I see my belly, because I like to show it to everybody. Well, not to everybody, but to you. Tripped over. Okay, so Can you see? That's my 5 weeks and 4 day, or 5 weeks belly. There's not really much going on at the minute, but a nice little curvature of the stomach, and that's it so far. Yes, right, it's school run time. I gotta go. So thank you. You need to subscribe if you want to get the updates. Like, don't forget the subscribe button. It's just there. Just give it a press. It doesn't cost you anything. And yeah, drink up. Thank you.